Hello, everybody. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. All right. Welcome, 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 everybody. Sixth house. Oh, sorry. 12th house, 69, Cancer, and Neptune. No, that's Uranus. Sudden change, movement forward. Whoa. I didn't even fucking see that. 12th house endings, then Cancer, Chariot, movement forward in like quick movement. Wow. All right, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Because this is going to be for some people, but this ain't going to be for everybody. Hope everyone's having a fabulous Saturday. What's up, everybody? Oh, I did not just do that. Oh, shit. That's okay. I just shuffled the wrong side of the deck. Whoopsies. What? Oh my good God. I don't, you know what? I feel like I'm like, why? I don't even think I can use this. It might take me forever to fucking put it back together. Nope, I saved it. All right. All right. What's this? 10 of Pentacles. All right. I like that. All right. I can do that again. Okay. Give me this 12th house. Two of Wands, Six of Wands. Some type of battle. It's like somebody was battling you. Somebody was like challenging you or standing up against you or something like that. Could have been that 12th house. That's what made somebody unable to, they just had to surrender, sacrifice. 12th house. Six of Wands. Definitely something crooked behavior here. Maybe to get this 10 of Pentacles, maybe this 10 of Pentacles was supposed to be yours. And somebody challenged you and said you couldn't have it. Can't have a happy ending. Can't have fulfillment. High Priestess in reverse. Someone talking shit. Don't know what they're talking about. Saying you don't deserve. You know what? Honestly, that's what's funny is, you know, what's so peculiar about witchcraft is when somebody does witchcraft on you, right? If they do something, pay somebody, they're saying to the universe that you don't deserve something, that you deserve something to get taken away from you, that they deserve it, or that somebody else deserves it. Or, you know, like if they try to sacrifice your relationship, they're saying you don't deserve your husband. If they try to sacrifice your children, they're saying you don't deserve to be a mother. You don't deserve to have children. It's like somebody challenging you with this Two of Wands. Whatever this 10 of Pentacles is. I don't know if it was yours or if it was theirs or if it was something you shared together. Maybe this is Christmas morning every year. You shared with this person, something like that. You know, and they kind of said you weren't allowed to have that. That was theirs. You need to do something else. They are High Priestess in reverse. They don't really know what they're talking about. They're not getting the right message. Okay, so give me this 69 then. Give me this Cancer energy. Three of Wands. Standing up for yourself. You stood up for yourself. You stood your ground. Bat energy. Maybe you started doing some shit at night. They weren't looking, doing something in the hiding, putting your foot down somewhere. Hierophant, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. It seems like I almost kind of see that Hierophant as collective, as voicing what it is that they need, saying what it is that they need, going for something, right? He's the mayor of the town. Okay, so it's almost like making an executive decision and saying like, this is how it's going to be, and you can't challenge me anymore. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, somebody doesn't know what they're talking about. They're confused. They're getting the wrong message. So this 9 of Pentacles, again, that would be your freedom. Okay, that's what you want. Okay, and they're going to keep it under this 10 of Pentacles. They're not going to allow you. They think they're not going to allow you this 9 of Pentacles, that they can just hide it from you. When you're like, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is what we're going towards. And this High Priestess is going to try and say, no. Okay, what's this Uranus energy then? What suddenly happens? Yeah, you try to get out of prison and they say no. The Lovers in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. Somebody lied in this relationship. So somebody was a part of a relationship that I feel like is the person that took things away from you. Okay, it's almost like taking things away from you, and then you're like, okay, fine, then I'm just gonna go make them myself. And then they're like, no, you can't. You have to stay here as a slave. So you don't let me work, you won't let me make money, you want to control my life, and you won't let me leave and go and do something. Like, and again, this High Priestess, does she really think that that's success? Because there's crookedness here. She's doing something she's not supposed to be doing. And maybe it's this relationship is telling her that she's allowed, because she's in the relationship. I'm allowed to do this. I'm allowed, but it's a lie. Ace of Swords in reverse. It's a lie. It's not there to fix anything. It's there to hurt. It's there to dismantle. It's there to keep somebody's freedom away from them. Keep them stuck in the 12th house, in jail, okay, teetering over them, telling them everything they have to do. And so then the person then kind of like goes into their shell almost, right? Starts talking to other things, because whatever this person is that's controlling their life, they have all the answers wrong. Okay, so what else is this Hierophant supposed to do? It's like they're screaming for their justice, but no one's doing anything about it. Because this High Priestess in reverse is caught up in this relationship, and clearly Jack is letting her do whatever she wants. And you know Sally in the movie, she like follows Jack around like a little stalker. So that's what I kind of feel like she's doing you. She's like kind of following you around like a little stalker. trying to do shit to you. And you're the mayor of the goddamn town. Who the fuck does she think she is? Tisk, tisk, tisk. I just heard tisk, tisk, tisk. So something's going to happen pretty quick in this relationship, and somebody's going to realize, Jack's going to realize that Sally is lying. Okay? 3 of Swords. And the thing is, 3 of Swords in reverse, I feel like it doesn't even hurt him. Who's up in here? David and Crafty. Oh, Crafty, you're a return person. Awesome. Welcome. Hello, David. Usually when people put all those little things up, I think that you're spam. So just be careful, because YouTube might also think you're spam when you do that. We think you're a robot. So just be careful, people. Too many emojis means robot. Okay. Not saying that you are. Okay. So like it almost finds out that he finds out that she's lying. Look at them. There's the devil. Oogie boogie. It's almost like he knows King of Wands in reverse, but he didn't care. Star in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, Death in reverse, and then the Page of Pentacles. Like, okay, what do I do now? Oh my God. What? Okay, so Death is coming to this High Priestess. I mean, I put her over there. So, I mean, she could be Scorpio energy, but I do feel like there's like a death. There's a transition that now has to happen because she's not listening. And this Ace of Wands in the middle, like this is what bothered me the whole time. Okay. So see this 6 of Wands, but do you see the first one there? Like the one in the center there is crooked. Okay. I didn't like that. I don't like that. It seems to me like, you know, because the wax is going to go everywhere and it's just like, okay. And then that's their Ace of Wands in reverse. It's like there has been something that they've been doing against you. And you know, that the other 5 wands could be representing people around them. Maybe their perspective towards you are straight, okay, but theirs is crooked. Okay, they're like doing their own thing. So then you're like, okay, well, fuck this. You want to do your own thing, okay? Bitch, I'm leaving. And I don't even know where I'm going, but I'd rather go anywhere than hang out in Death's Alley with you. Okay, so whoever this High Priestess is, like, you do not like them. That, like, if you had to be around them, that is death to you. You would rather be anywhere else in the entire world than hanging out with this High Priestess reverse. Okay, she's not a good person. Okay, and like I said, you would rather be anywhere else than standing there with her. Okay, so clearly she's an awful person. Okay, and this devil is now, you know, I feel like in Sally's case, in this twisted High Priestess, I feel like the devil has taken over. Okay, and there's something like that is also Jack kind of transformed in his, you know, jack-o'-lantern kind of state. Okay, so even he, I think, is hiding something as well. Okay, so he's playing this other character, okay, and she is playing this High Priestess in reverse. All right, so both of these people in this relationship, which is why it's in, like, the Lovers is supposed to be in reverse, but I'm just holding it up so you can see it. But the Lovers was always in reverse because these people are in reverse. Okay, their characters came up in reverse. Everybody is in reverse. But you actually, you know what you're doing. And they're taking all the credit away from you as if you're some type of little fucking retard that can't make their own decisions. What up, Tommy? Okay. So, like, it's kind of aggravating that you can make all these decisions for yourself, and yet this High Priestess is somehow throwing your game off. She's somehow trying to keep you locked up. Like, whatever it is that she says is final, but people are going to start noticing that she's got some type of, like, twisted prerogative with you, and so does he. Okay, he's attached to the devil as well. Okay, so none of these people are fooling anybody. They might be fooling themselves in the relationship, but they sure as fuck are not fooling anybody else. Not anymore. And if not to the people who care. You realize that a lot of people, you know, they don't really care. who their parents are. They don't really care who their family is. They're just like, whatever, it's my family. I love them. I don't care if they're a bunch of thieves or crooks or assholes or cheaters. Like, they're my family and this is how we are. Okay, some people don't care. Other people care about their people that they share, okay, lineage with. Okay, and they will stay away from those people regardless if they're family. Who gives a fuck if they're family? What does that even mean? We share genetics? Okay, that's nice. That's also a part of Krampus where the little guy, I forget what his name is, but get me out of the window. Oh, what the hell is his name? Anyways, he's the little boy that wishes his family away. Okay, and they're already fighting as soon as their family gets there. They automatically start fighting, and the little guy just doesn't understand. And he's like, why do we have to do this? Like, why do we have to hang out with these people that like we don't even like, we don't communicate with, we don't get along with? Why do we have to spend 3 days locked in a fucking house with them? That doesn't make sense. That seems counteractive and counterproductive to this entire arrangement that's going on right now, to fucking just bring people in that we hate. That doesn't seem, I don't care if they're family or not, it doesn't matter. You can still choose to not be around them. Okay? Like, or choose to not partake in their conversations. You don't have to fucking wipe their ass every time you see them because they're your family members or they're your, authoric figures above you. Like, if somebody's a fucking asshole, tell them they're a fucking asshole. I mean, if you're in their family with them, even better hearing it from you, okay? Because obviously maybe hearing it from strangers isn't working. They need to hear it from somebody who knows. And that's the thing, is when you hold back, you even allow your family members to misbehave. Okay. And then again, why be around it? Because your family, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Okay. Because most families are built on lies anyways. Okay. They're built like a point in time where there was all this baby booming and all this get factory jobs. Okay. And everybody just had children. They didn't even know why they had them, but they just had them. Society said they had to have them. So they fucking did. Okay. And then they reneged on everything 20, 10, 5 years later. Okay, because then they realized they made a mistake. Well, guess what? A fucking life is at stake right now. You don't get to just say you made a mistake and then walk away. You say you made a mistake, you fix it. You don't just walk away, wipe your hands clean, and go start some other fucking family like so many people do. Oh, I fucked up with my first family, so I'm going to go have a second one. How retarded are you? You're sitting there calling everybody else retards that they don't know what they're thinking, but you're going to go out and start another family as if you can't fucking, oh, well, you're going to do such a good job the second time around. Bullshit. If you did a shitty job the first time, you're just looking for another way out so that you can find a woman that can raise your kids, and then you can put the blame on her, or then you can put the blame on him. Everybody just wants to pass blame. And that's why I have a very small circle, because of how many people out there pass blame. And I'll just ask them flat out, just a normal conversation, like, well, why would you do that? Well, so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I can't hang out with you. Because if I do something to you, you're going to fucking stab me in the back somehow, because you're going to say that I owe getting smacked in the face by you. Like, when people play vindictive with others, please remember that they are toying with people's lives. And if they do it with others around them, they're doing it with you. If they're talking shit about everybody, guess what? When you're not around, they're talking shit about you. If they're sending snapshots of screenshots of people's conversations and emails they send, you don't think that people aren't doing it against them? Because they are. Okay, they can't be with their friends all the time to know exactly how everybody's feeling. But if they hang around with a bunch of fucking idiots that actually don't know what they're talking about because they're all out for their own little prerogatives, then nobody knows anybody, because everybody's living a fucking lie. Because everybody thinks they know what they're talking about, but they don't. They have absolutely no fucking idea where the information even came from, why the fuck they're even repeating it. They just want to go out because they hate their fucking lives, so they want to gossip. And that's the thing, is when you have friends, that's what happens. You end up gossiping. You end up just sitting around talking about other people. And you're talking about shit that you probably don't even fucking know exists, but you're sitting with somebody, so therefore you feel like you have to talk to them. Therefore, okay, now you're bashing everybody. Okay, and that's what people do. That's why hanging out with people is very fucking dangerous if you're hanging around with low life and very shallow people. Okay, the conversation's always going to be about, well, this person did this and this person did this. Did you know that this person did this to me and this person did that? Like, can't just have a conversation, a nice innocent conversation about the weather and what your plans are for the week. No. Let's now talk about collective. Okay. And they're not just going to do it once. They're going to do it twice, 3 times, 4 times in a row just to fuck with you because they're crooked. Okay. And whatever they're feeling, whatever they're hearing is wrong. It's wrong altogether. Misguided, misled, and it's going to put them 6 feet under the ground. And now it's almost like if it's death in reverse. Oh, I mean, honestly, I don't even want to know what a death in reverse could be. Like, it's like forced change then. It's like, because death energy can kind of be, I don't know. It's not really judgment, but like, it's definitely transformation that usually somebody knows is going to happen. Okay. They just sat in Hangman. They just got some justice, so obviously now they get hit with the transformation because they have to change something in order to keep everything going. Like, that's evolution, that's evolving. If you're growing, you're changing. Okay. And it's not these drastic changes every day. It's low changes that allow the universe and the people around you to know that you're actually, integrating yourself into this world and learning the information that you need as you go. Not just sitting there like a bump on the log, acting like you're doing something with this life when really you're just fucking sabotaging everybody. Okay. So this death in reverse seems to me like it's a forced transformation. They have no choice. It's not like because maybe the universe has given this high priestess a choice for a long time. Like, by the way, you can change. Hey, is that Ryu? What up, Ryu? Right? By the way, you can change. By the way, you can change. Right? But she's not. Because then what she's hearing, okay, whatever this high priestess in reverse, whatever they're hearing is that they're perfect. Everything that they hear is perfect. Everything that comes through them is perfect. And like, fuck you, hate you, send bullshit out to you, ill intentions. They want you strapped on the ground. They want you fucking broke. They want you raped. They want you hurt. They want your vehicles broken down. They want you losing your job. Okay. Well, you're just like, who are you hearing this from? Like, what is saying in your body right now to rape me of my whole life? Okay, because I'm dedicated to doing something and I know where I want to go with my life. You think you know everything and you can come in and take things, right? Because that's the thing, is that so many people, when they're misled in relationship, and I heard this today actually in the shower, I heard so many women, and they're just saying this as an analogy, okay? It is what it is, but just hear it. They say a lot of women that get married in relationship suddenly can feel like they can do things and hurt people because they'll hide behind their husbands, right? Their husbands never get the full explanation of what happened. They're only going to get what this twisted high priestess says, which she's only going to say the side that benefits her. She's not going to say the side that benefits you, right? She's a fucking lying, twisted bitch. Okay. She wants to hurt everybody. Okay. She's crooked. She's the one candle in the group that's crooked. Remember that. Okay. So that means that she's got her own rules. She does her own thing. Okay. Which is literally what you're trying to do. You're stepping into everything you're saying. Okay. And she's lying. Ace of Swords in reverse. She's just sitting there lying, saying that everything she hears is directly from spirit. And I know I'm talking to God right now. No, you're fucking not. Because every time some twisted bitch like this shows up, the devil's always right there. And all I can think about is my stepmother. And you guys know when I bring up Cindy, the devil is always right there. Always. The devil is following Cindy around, okay, filling her head with all this shit, telling her things, filling her head with lies, okay? And the thing is, like, my father doesn't care about her, okay? He's just married to her. And he's stuck in a contract, and there's nothing he can do, because if he does anything, she's going to rip his balls off. Okay, she knows what she wants. All she wants is security. Okay, she's going to hide behind her husband. And that's what so many of these bitches do. They attack, and then they go and run and they hide. Okay, and honestly, you gotta love the attempt that this bitch is doing, because like I said, her husband has no fucking idea who she really is. She's only gonna come in and say he did something to her at work. Okay, it was obviously, she's not gonna say, oh yeah, well, by the way, it's because, the week before in the meeting, I talk shit about them and said that they were late on lunch. So the next week they took my lunch. She's just going to say they took her lunch. Somebody took her lunch. She's not going to say what she did for that counter attack. She's act like she's being attacked. And that was my stepmother. She's always acting like she's being attacked. She's being attacked. She's being attacked. Like she's just the innocent angel that fell from heaven that everybody just takes shots at. When really she's sitting there with a fucking sniper. Okay, sniping everybody out. And then as soon as my father comes around, she drops the fucking act, puts the gun away, and goes, oh my God, look at what happened. My house got attacked. Look at everything that went down. I didn't even do anything. I wasn't even home, Randy. It's always like a show. They're actors, because if they're lying, right? Liars have to act. What up, Steven? Okay. Liars are acting. It's all an act. If they were telling the truth, we wouldn't be having this conversation. We're only having the conversation because this bitch thinks she knows what she's talking about when really she's just lying. And she's lying to everybody. She's not just lying to one person. She's lying to everybody. And the thing is, I like the fact that the Three of Swords came out in reverse because it makes me feel like nobody cares about this person. Nobody, right? I mean, because nobody knows her. She's a lie, right? She's constantly lying and she's creeping in the shadows and she's watching people and it's almost like using WebMD. Like WebMD would be the analogy of finding out information about people and then using it against them. Okay, because that's what she does. And I believe that is that treason or blackmail? Something like that. You find everything out about a person and then you use it against them. Why is that a movie that's coming to my head? Oh my God, is that The Town? That's The Town. And the cop, Ben Affleck, and the cop that he's talking to grew up there and then became a cop and used everything that he knew about people growing up against them. Fucking Lionel. Oh. Okay, so yesterday I watched back-to-back Halloweens, the Rob Zombie ones. I watched the first one and then the second one. Today, because I've been staring at Gone Baby Gone and The Town, which would be my back-to-back Slain movies. Plus, Ben Affleck is a yummy piece of ass in The Town. Oh my good God, that man. I would eat him up. Okay, lick him. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about what I would do with Ben Affleck. Today I'm doing back-to-back Slain movies. Oh, that's it. I've been waiting for my day to do this. I have been cleaning. I didn't have hot water for 5 fucking days. Oh my God, what a week. But we're getting back on track and we're cleaning and we're doing everything that we had to do. And oh my God, it has been a week. It has been a week. Okay. So clearly, anyways, I'm getting somebody. The whole point of me just going on that rant was somebody grew up with you, whoever this high priestess was. She's known you for a while. And every secret that you told her, every bit of information that you told her, she used against you. That's how we're going to end this. And that's this 12th house. That's what she did to you. Okay. She found out all this information about you and she trapped you with it. Okay. And she used all that information against you. She twisted it. Okay, which is why there's 2 aces here, both in reverse. This bitch knows what she's doing. She starts shit. Okay, she starts shit. She puts the flame to the fake fire, that tries to exploit you as being this nasty person when really Spirit has started to notice that they're the ones that carry this energy, not you. I knew this was going to be a big one, people. Because when Spirit makes me take time off, it was kind of willing. Like I did a lot of shit going on. I didn't even really have room. But oh my, look at the Hermit in reverse. This bitch wants to hide and she's not going to be able to hide anymore. Someone's getting exposed around you. That's how I feel. Somebody's getting exposed for being the one that held you in contempt. The one that put you in jail, the one that took things from you, the one that was so quick to hurt you. Maybe that's also the Chariot energy with Uranus in the 12th house, because you were sitting in such bad energy with them already. They used that even more to suddenly change. Like if if sudden things have happened to you, like suddenly you lost your job and there was like no warning sign, suddenly you lost your car, no warning sign, suddenly something was just taken away from you, your house taken away from you, your kids taken away from you, that is what this person is trying to do, and it's quick action to punish you and remove something from you, so then you stay locked away, so it's little things instead of overcoming them, okay, and getting out of your mind jail or whatever jail they put you in, right, and strategically trying to make a move, right, they every time you go to make a move, they're going to try to block you. That's why they say, like, if you're trying to do something and you're starting to face obstacles, then know that it's not necessarily just give it up. Don't just give something up because it's not working right away. There could be magic involved. And that's why people say, like, well, if it's not working for you, then obviously you're doing something wrong. And like, maybe you should stop trying. That's what they want you to think, like, oh, it's you. It's not the project. It's you, clearly. Right. So you just need to go away and stop trying. That's where you bust out the guns and you start trying harder. Okay, because clearly somebody is getting away with something, and they're getting away with talking shit. They're getting away with magic. They're getting away with darkness. They're getting away with doing something to you with this high priestess in reverse. They think that they know what they're talking about. They think they're getting given the right answers, and they're not even questioning it. They're not even going into, they're not asking you. They're just going to assume you're lying. They're going to assume everything that you're saying is full of shit. They're going to assume that there's some demon inside of you that they have to exorcise and they have to get rid of for you and they have to help you. And you're like, bitch, you're the one with the fucking attachment, not me. Don't you notice that when you try to control somebody, that is the attachment? Because you shouldn't be trying to control anybody but yourself. Even parents know that. Don't control your children. You teach your children. And then your children just do good things. You don't have to control them. You have to restrain them, hold them back, fence them, cage them in. They're not retarded. You can say, hey, don't run over there because you're going to die. Okay, if your kid can understand your English, he might just, I don't know, stay away from the road because you told him. Okay, but this bitch thinks, oh, she tells you a bunch of things and you're just supposed to do it. And so then she locks you away because you question her authority. You question what she's saying, which you have every right to fucking do if she's taking something away from you. You can be like, excuse me, why would you do that? And then they have to answer the question. But if it's abuse and they know that they're taking advantage of you, they're going to answer that question. They're going to act like they're going to fucking throw the pen. They're going to panic attack. They're going to run away. They can answer questions when you're full of shit. Okay? And somebody's been full of shit. Take some psyllium husk and get that shit out. AKA learn to tell the truth. I mean, honestly, when you learn to tell the truth and you just like stop lying because lying is stupid. And if you have to lie, that usually means that you've hurt somebody. You're going to be that much of a coward to make up a lie. Really, do you deserve them? Because we're adults. Okay. Which means we don't need permission to do anything. Okay. And if you hurt somebody because you don't need permission to do shit, then at least have the balls to say you're sorry if you actually mean it. Because everybody is, victim to being a villain at some point in their life. Like they'll hurt somebody, they'll say something, they'll do something. It's not like they're Hitler and it's the end of the world, but realize when somebody's hurting you and maybe they don't know that they're hurting you because they don't have all the information. And when somebody's hurting you because they have all the information and they're using it against you because they know that triggers you. So then they're going to use it against you and act like you haven't healed your triggers and look at you just get triggered all the time when they're the ones doing it. Like you realize, I mean, that's such an abusive parenting tactic on trying to get somebody to just suddenly like give up on something, like get over something. So they'll put the child into some type of stressful environment and force the child's memory to go blind because now they're in this other environment. They can't think of what just happened because now they're doing this. right? Because children are like, they have to focus on one thing. They have to focus on what's going on, not the future, not the past. They're just focusing on getting through the day and living. That's all kids are really like. They want to eat, they want to survive. That's it. They're not thinking. They're not, trying to pre-program things in their brains about how that they can attack the government. They're fucking 6 years old. Okay, so whatever this high priestess, maybe she put way too much power in a child's hands, acting like a child was Saddam Hussein and planning some type of attack against her when you were 7 years old, just reading your comic books. Okay, like whoever this, again, she's out of control, like she's hearing the wrong thing, she's saying the wrong thing, she's committed on the wrong thing. She's committed to being crooked. So it doesn't really matter what the truth is. She's just always going to say she knows what it is because Spirit told her. When you're standing in front of her, you're telling her the truth, and she's getting some spitted fucking version of it in her own head because she's sitting there with Satan, obviously, and she's going to say you're lying when she's getting the facts from the source. But then all of a sudden, whatever she replays in her head, now that's the facts. And you have to be careful with people like that change the situation around, like, what happened, but somebody's telling the wrong version. Like, what happened. Why are you lying? Why are you saying that this happened when you know that happened, right? You got to be careful because sometimes people will just say things because they want to follow the crowd. Now, suddenly, you attacked them when really it was like an amicable decision, but now you attack them because the people that you're hanging out with didn't like this person. Okay. So again, it kind of seems to be like a little, I don't know, he said, she said, back and forth. And that's what also scares me, because whatever they imprisoned you with, whatever they did to this 12th house, they did it out of something they heard in their head. It wasn't facts. There wasn't any evidence. They just did something. And they high priestess in reverse. They didn't hear the thing properly. And it's almost like this entity that was using them as a conduit knew that they don't ask questions, that they just kill. They don't ask why. They don't ask if the person's innocent. If they get told that person is guilty, it's just guilt and that's it. There isn't prove your innocence. Spirit said you're guilty, you're fucking guilty. And that's, I tell you guys, these are analogies. I say that for a reason. I say they're not going to resonate with everybody, because how can it be exactly designed for you when it's a general reading, right? It can't be. There's going to be something in the reading that's not going to be exactly the way that is supposed to be played out for you. And that's why Spirit does it in analogies. That's why a lot of times I'll tell the story because it happened first place to me. Therefore, if it happened first place to me, it's most likely not going to happen first place everything to you, but it could be in relative, right? Like, it's not baseball, like I said, but you were playing soccer the whole time, right? It's something like that's what an analogy is. So when you're watching tarot, you have to be very careful, right? And with what you hear versus what, your real life story is. And if the analogy matches, then claim it. So shall it be. But if you got to twist too many things around, there still might be a message there, but it's not the full story. Okay. And I've been starting to notice with the divine timing card that I have is it's all in divine. Like, if you're searching for an answer, if you want to know the truth, it's all in divine timing. You will find everything you need in time. So just trust the universe on that, for one. And so shall it be. If you need help, seek it. If you need answers, ask them. If you need, information, find it. Whatever it is that you need to do, keep doing it, because somebody is wanting to keep you very low. They want to say that what you're planning on doing is not okay because it's not in alignment with what they're hearing in their head. Okay. Why they feel like your step forward needs to be what they hear in their head, I don't know. That's what makes people very sick. Okay. Because they put their thoughts and their wants and their needs into people around them. And they get massively hurt because they don't realize that nobody's like them. They might have similarities, but no one's going to be exactly like them. Right? So, okay. I'm going to heat up my coffee. So, smoke break, and then I'll be right back. That was a pretty fast break. Okay, just a little intermediate for everybody to come back. I've been having Slipknot's been playing in my head all morning. And you guys know when I talk about my favorite concerts in the world have been Slipknot shows. But in the last couple of years, they have this festival called Knotfest. And I believe I don't know if it came to Toronto last year, but we always go to it when it's outside. It's the best show in the world. Oh my God. The last year we saw them, they played with Gojira in Toronto. And the festival, the whole Toronto has a fair at the end of the year. So the fair at the end of the summer. So the fair was going on in the background. The circus was going on in the background while Slipknot was playing. Oh my God. I got the best pictures. But then my phone died. And all those pictures went into the ether. I don't know. I was just thinking about it. I wonder if they're going to play in Toronto this year. Because, oh my God, Ryu, if you like Slipknot, we can meet up in Toronto and go to Knotfest. The last time, oh yeah, I was on mushrooms the last time too. My sister and I decided to eat some mushrooms. OMG. It was probably the greatest concert of existence. And then this Mudvayne song came on that I thought was Slipknot. So Slipknot's just playing in my head right now. So much. And then I put the noose up. So I don't know if somebody's going to hang themselves or somebody, you know what? I do feel like collective, who you're dealing with. Okay. These high priestesses in reverse, these little fucking liars. All right. Are slipping into the nooses. Okay. That little halo that they had around their head is now fucking choking them out. Okay. Gravity, bitch. Gravite. If you want to be, I'm high and vibrant, then you got to keep yourself that way. When they find out that you're full of shit, that halo won't stay up. All right. So I'm going to do one more reading, and then that's it. Like I said, I'm going to watch back-to-back movies while doing my laundry, cleaning my house, and scheduling my life. Happy Sunday, everybody. It's good to be back. Although 3 days really isn't a break, but whatever. Okay. Take it if it resonates. 7 likes. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Psycho in reverse. Shock. The shock's wearing off. The whole talking about Slipknot. You could be dealing with somebody who possibly put you on some type of pedestal or something. Saw you differently. Now Liberate by Slipknot's playing in my head. Is that Liberate? Or is that Scissors? Oh, prosthetic. Oh, they might have a prosthetic limb. I don't know. Maybe they got a fake limb or something like that. Where are we going with this reading? The shock is wearing off about somebody. And then the fly in reverse. somebody could have made a really big deal about something. There's it. They could have made a really big deal about something. And now like everything is wearing off. So if they like, yeah, see, I feel like this could be somebody's lover exaggerating something, or there's Nosferatu in reverse. Like they're just not interested anymore. They're not interested in something anymore. Because Nosferatu is like up this woman's asshole. Okay. He's never gonna leave her alone. Oh my God. Okay, so I was thinking about this movie last night that I watched, and now it's coming up. It's about a vampire who is eating this woman alive. And he's like taking bites. I think it's called Bite or Bites. He's taking bites from her, and he likes to bite from her legs. And then she has to like get rid of her kids. And like the vampires, like she has to hide the vampire in the basement. So there's this old demon, and he's taking bites. I think it's called Bites. I swear to God, or something like that. And he's taking these little bites from her, and then so she can't go out in public anymore because she's starting to look anemic. Because like this vampire is like draining her of blood, night after night after night. He rings a bell. Oh yeah. Oh my God. He rings a bell, and then she has to come and feed him. Oh, it's such a weird fucking movie. It's so weird. Oh my God. And it's coming up right now. I was laying in bed thinking about it last night. Like, who the fuck lays in bed and thinks about some type of weird vampire movie? Like, only me, apparently. Okay. So, anyways, so I feel like now we're getting a little bit into the story. I feel like somebody with combination in reverse, I feel like somebody doesn't want to work with somebody anymore. They're not, like I said, they're not interested in the project anymore. They don't want it anymore. Out of sight, out of mind. I don't want you. I don't want to be a part of this. I never said that I never said that I wanted to, but they definitely are saying they don't want to now. Okay. Because whatever the project was, it was like a big deal. Like they put it on the pedestal. Like they, like this was everything, and now it's like, I don't want it anymore. It's not, I just heard, I don't know what that's from, but Shock Me, Shock Me, Shock Me. I think that's Scream. Why do I feel like that's Rose? Is that her name? Rose Barron or something like that? Shock Me, Shock Me, Shock Me. It's like something doesn't shock anybody. It doesn't shock them anymore. Maybe it did. Maybe it was a big deal when it started, but now it's not a big deal anymore. That's what she said. Trickster energy with a kid. You know how he tricks kids? Like this. Almost like somebody used love to get something, to get a kid or something, or to trick somebody into giving them something, because that's what love is. That's what love does. That's, this is what you're supposed to do for me. You're supposed to give me something, but it was all a trick. It was all a mask, like it's because as soon as they got it, bye-bye daddy. I don't need you anymore. And now this is kind of giving me, oh my God, look it. Fucking Hellraiser right there. I'm telling you, this is almost like they could have done this in vitro. Like they could have just had a kid. If that's what they wanted, they could have just had a kid themselves. Like, but they had to use somebody. They had to sex somebody. There's a trap. Boogeyman. I knew it. Lies. I told ya. I fucking told ya. Somebody fucking lied about, they trapped somebody with a kid. That's what I feel like. They trapped somebody. Okay. And like, this was pretty shocking. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was really shocking to find out that you just got used like that. Okay. I don't know what that would feel like. Okay. So, like it definitely scared them. Okay. It definitely scared them. Like, I feel like this woman suddenly became, Like this would be the reverse of how I feel like Lori in this case would be Michael Myers and Michael Myers would be Lori. Like I feel like, I feel like this guy got really scared from this woman, okay, that forced him to do something, gave him this option and acting almost like it was natural, like this is just supposed to happen. This is what happens in nature, nature fights back, it reproduces, it finds a way. Jurassic Park. See? And they're creating eggs. I'm telling you. Friendship. Okay, so you could have been friends with this person for a while. Okay, you could have been friends with them for a while and like not really noticing that they were possessed. They could have been possessed by a mother or possessed by a father or something like that to like take revenge on people, or I don't know, somebody's got like same with Psycho, that he's got his mom's voice in his head. This is keeping his mother alive. Maybe because Jason's the one who dies. His mother comes back. Psycho, the mother dies, and the kid grows up. Fucking, oh my God, what's his name? I was just watching Mrs. Doubtfire. Something Bates. Like Norman Bates. Oh my God, I look like Norman Bates. God, I love that movie. Cheers to fucking Robin Williams. I mean, my God, that guy was awesome. Such a funny movie. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe definitely somebody definitely took some type of like avenge out on somebody. Okay, for something happened. I don't know. I mean, it definitely seems like if this is going your way, then somebody definitely played dirty with involving sex, marriage, and children. And then they could have told you that like you had to work and work and work and pay all the bills and pay all this and pay all that while they just like sat on their ass and did nothing. And it like started to break you, like kind of like it starts to break. And when they all of a sudden have this woman who's pregnant, which some are prepared for, some aren't prepared for. And then it's like go to work and never come home. Because you come home, you're going to get yelled at, you're going to get told to do a bunch of shit, right? Pay the bills. And it's just like, it's like a never ending cycle. If you're in the wrong relationship, if you get dirty, then that's what happens. And I've seen it so many different ways. That's why I'm like, remember, this is an analogy. It doesn't necessarily mean that like somebody is going through this with like somebody. Okay. It is an analogy, but I definitely feel like this person, okay, as much as they didn't really love you and told you to do a bunch of shit, they were also pretty fucking obsessed with you. Okay. And then there's the devil. Okay. So they're definitely a little obsessed with you, a little like, little Kiss the Girls, a little Casanova, a little Phantom of the Opera, gonna put you underground and make you fall in love with me kind of shit. Okay, and then forbidding you from ever leaving and getting away from them. Like that's why I'm like, I feel the fear of a man from a woman. Okay, and like once they find out that the woman has lied about everything and created this fake town of illusions around them and it was all a trap, it's gonna kind of make somebody go a little insane. Okay, but just I mean, very rarely do I ever get the male's perspective being attacked by a woman. So women, usually it's always you're on the higher end of things and the victims. This seems to be a man who is the victim. Okay. So again, look at very suspicious of the family that they created with somebody who has now turned into some type of psycho. Okay. And now they're having Freddy Krueger dreams about them that they can't escape. Oh my God, there's Scream. I told you. Shock me, shock me, shock me. I freaking told you she was here. Okay, so like I don't know if they're gonna call you Okay, and you can't get away from them or something. I don't know. Something's coming out. Okay, and maybe this person does make it out. They're planning their escape because they were told for so long that they couldn't leave. And that's the thing, is like, then you tell them they can't leave. So you tell them they have to go to work and they have to pay for everything. And then when they want to leave, you say no when you don't even like them. So again, maybe got a little like postpartum, something like that with some bitch. Look at, as I say that, there's Reagan possessed by the devil. Like, are they turning into a little Reagan on you? A little like, they're going to start shooting shit out of their mouths at you? Okay, maybe they're barfing up. I mean, the devil is here. Okay, you and me and the devil makes 3. There's Slipknot again. I tell you, I think this noose is like coming right around their neck. Okay, honestly, I really do. I really do. So take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't, as per usual. Okay, everybody. Thank you for being here. I might be back later. I wasn't sure if I was going to pre-record or upload or go live. Wasn't really sure what I was going to do today. Like I said, I got some other things to do, but I might be back because shit's changed and lots of changes happening. So I just don't know when everything is going to happen. So anyways, I might be back later. Okay. If I'm not, I'll be back again soon, obviously, when I can. And happy Sunday to everybody. Sunday fun day. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you soon. All right. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Later, gators.